What you doing? You got a little snaggletooth? Oh, baby. I'm gonna be cooking. You ready to cook? Hey everyone, change of location today. We are in the kitchen. Um, Basically, every weekend I do like kind of a meal prep, not like a massive meal prep for the rest of the week, but I just wanted to show off like this is my staple that I actually make throughout the months and months of like weight loss that I've been doing. Again, this is what worked for me. It's not for everybody, but I figured some people were interested in seeing what exactly I made. So I've currently got Brussels sprouts roasting in the oven along with some red onion. I have really been enjoying kind of a combination of that. I have them in there for at 425 and there's like 4 minutes left and then they'll come out. Well, I'll check them, make sure that they're black enough, and then and then they'll probably go in for like a little bit longer. Depends on how I feel for that day. So I'll show you like kind of a before and after right now. So a lot of times, this is like the second batch that I have prepared. I have red onion on top, and then I have Brussels sprouts with about a tablespoon and a half of oil that I drizzle over the package of Brussels sprouts. And they're Brussels sprouts just from Walmart, honestly. Like they have, at our neighborhood Walmart, they have Brussels sprouts that come in this little mesh bag that you can get, and I usually get two of them and roast them up at the same time. Let me show you the spices that I use. Now, I am not a chef. I like what I like. Don't judge me for what I put on my Brussels sprouts. Like the key to food is make what you like. Don't give a shit what other people tell you. So I use this thing that I got at the farmer's market. This is garlic junkie all-purpose rub. I know it says rub, but I put it on everything. It contains salt, spices, garlic, onion, and safflower oil. Um, I use it on almost everything, and as you can see, it lasts a long time. I've had this for probably about a year already. A little bit goes a long way because it is very strong. I use garlic and herb, salt-free McCormick um, seasoning, and that's got garlic, spices including oregano, rosemary, basil, red pepper, orange peel, onion, paprika, and celery. So kind of it's just a great little like all-purpose spice that you can use. I really like parsley. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird putting it on Brussels sprouts, but I really love parsley. So please don't judge that. So for my snacks during the week, a lot of times I will actually go to these things. These pretzel crisps. These are amazing, especially the Parmesan ones. The originals are great as well, but really the Parmesans just kind of like kick it into the next level, and it's the same amount of calories, I think. I think so. Um, the serving size is about 28 grams, and that's a fair amount. But if you combine it with hummus from Aldi, this stuff is amazing. Like, honestly, it's 40 calories for only 2 tablespoons, which is 28 grams. So 28 grams for this and 28 grams for the pretzels, and you have a great little snack that kind of like it satisfies the crunchy that I really love, and just kind of this great savory roasted garlic. So as you can tell, I am a garlic fiend. I am about to check my Brussels sprouts, so give me one moment. Ooh, they look good. All right. So this is what they look like coming out of the oven. That is actually a really nice texture for me. Let me prod it with a fork to make sure it's soft enough. Yep, it is soft enough. And I really like the onions getting overdone a little bit because it has a really nice crunch to it. I'm all about the crunch. All right, so I'll go ahead, let those cool off for a hot minute. Well, a cold minute. And then I will put in the next batch and I'll show you what I do to arrange them on the little tray. First, though, let me show you. I put them in these containers. These are like meal prep containers. These work amazing. I've had them for probably 6 months, maybe a little longer. I don't remember when I got them. But I will just take the sprouts and put them in the container. I know that's hard rocket science here, but in the household. But you know, we do what we can. That's not my pan. That's my roommate's pan. I don't leave my pans on the stove. Like I love thin, making onions like real nice and thin with a mandolin, and then roasting them up nice like this. So what I'll do is I'll just eat the Brussels sprouts straight by themselves, but what my favorite thing is putting them in a salad actually. So that's what I'm going to be making today, is probably a gigantic salad, and I'll probably put a good serving of this. I don't weigh out my vegetables because who cares, but I'll put a nice serving of that with my salad. And I don't have any today, but I sometimes roast sweet potatoes as well. This is my leftovers from last week. I'll actually be using these Brussels sprouts up today, along with like half of these sweet potatoes. Excuse it, you might hear the washing in the washing machine in the background. So I'll go ahead and show you my arrangement here. I put a little bit of onions on the bottom, just a little bit, because I don't want them overwhelmed. I don't want them overwhelming the Brussels sprouts. And then I just kind of dump it like that. You got to get your hand in there. Make sure they're clean, obviously. They are clean. And then you put them face down on the tray. And like I said, I have it at 425, and I do that for about 30 minutes. You can have yours less, you can have yours more. It really all depends on your taste for the Brussels sprouts. I like to make sure that they're touching the tray, and then I take the onions and just kind of pepper them on top. Make sure all the bottoms are down. This is just one onion that I've used today, one big red onion. This is like half of the onion on this batch, and then half of the onion was on the other batch. And that gives a nice spread, because you really don't want to cook it all together, otherwise it'll overcrowd the pan and they won't get crispy. Ask me how I know. All right, I think that looks good. I really like it when the leaves get nice and crispy also. Get my hands. I can't stand stuff being on my hands, honestly. And then I will put it in the oven. This little oven mitt I made. This was the first oven mitt that I made, so it's a little janky looking, but I gave some as gifts a while back. All right. 30 minutes, and there we go. Let me go ahead and show you my other staple snack that I do. This is usually in the mornings around 10 o'clock. This yogurt right here is at Whole Foods. It's the only yogurt that I found that I really like. Wallaby Vanilla Bean Yogurt. It is 190 calories for 170 grams, but I usually only eat about 100 grams at a time because that's enough for me. And it's got a little bit more sugar than I'd want to have in it, but it tastes really nice. So, I mean, you know, it's better than other snacks. But I also pair it along with this granola. You have to weigh this out because this shit is dangerous. This is 150 calories for 30 grams, which is not a whole lot, but it has a really nice crunch to it, and it adds just a little bit of like that chocolate that I enjoy. Now, I will be the first to tell you, do not drink your calories. But in this instance, I have a nice little treat every now and then. This is the Calypso Strawberry Lemonade. I've been really into this lately. A serving size is one whole bottle, and I'm like, nah, that's too much, bro. It's 220 calories for the whole bottle, and there's a shit ton of sugar in it. So I usually like have about that much at a time. Well, that much at a time. I put it in a little glass and just enjoy my sugary drink. Another staple that I like to have in the house are these little rice cakes from Quaker, I think. Yeah, Quaker. They are, this is the white cheddar rice cake. They're 45 calories for one cake. I usually have about two of them at a time. These, if I don't feel like yogurt that day, and 10 o'clock rolls around and I'm feeling like something, a little crunchy or a little salty, then I will grab two of these. I'm just showing off all my snacks today. But you gotta have fun in life, right? Um, I do eat protein, but this is just kind of an overview of my snacks. Halo Top has saved my butt in terms of like low calorie sweet things. I cannot bring Little Debbie into the house. I cannot bring cookies into the house or really chips. Closest thing I can bring are those rice cakes, honestly, because I will eat the whole bag or I will eat like an entire sleeve of Oreos, if not the whole package. It's just, they're trigger foods for me. So Halo Top is really great. This is their cookie mix. It's 80 calories per cookie, 16 servings per pouch. So I never really count the amount of cookies I get out of it, at least off the top of my head. It says it makes about 16 cookies. You can make a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how big you make them. I usually have one or two of them along with the Halo Top ice cream. The peanut butter ice cream is really great along with it. This is the peanut butter. It's 330 calories per pint. So like this whole thing is 330 calories. Don't eat the whole thing though, because then you're not gonna have any ice cream for the next day. So you want to have your ice cream, throughout the week. So what I usually do is the key, I think, for ice cream are small cups or small tiny ramekin bowls. These can usually get around like a nice little serving in there, and honestly it satisfies that like ice cream need. You put one of the cookies at the bottom and then you put like about half a serving of the ice cream into there on top of a warm cookie. Yo, do it. Now, I usually shop at Aldi for a lot of my protein and or like food supplies. And recently they have come out with these crispy stuffed shrimp sweet and sour. I don't normally buy frozen meals anymore. So this is kind of like an outlier, one of those words. But these are it for the whole container. It's 530 calories. It's 200 calories per serving, which is about 3 pieces of them. So I usually have about 3 to 4, depending on the day. Today I will be making a big salad along with my Brussels sprouts and the left and half of my uh, sweet potatoes. So I'm probably gonna have about 4 of them. What Aldi also has is this Mediterranean herb salmon. Salmon is the majority of my protein and what I normally get my protein from, either salmon or chicken. Red meat is not my favorite. I'm not against it. It's just not my favorite. So, like, I don't really eat pork at all, not out of a religious thing. It's just I don't like it that much. So, this Mediterranean herb salmon, this is amazing. You can get, let's see. So it's 4 ounces in a serving. I usually cut it in half depending on how big the portion is, but usually you can get like 2 to 3 portions out of it. But yeah, I'll usually let it thaw out, obviously, and then cut it in half. But this is really good. It's already seasoned for you, and it's delicious with some vegetables on the side, anything like that. Some rice is really good with it as well, though I have been eating a lot less rice lately, which I'm sad about because I love rice so much. Rice does not love me though. All right, well, I hope that you've enjoyed this fun little video. This is just kind of a really basic peek into kind of my overall uh, routine for the weekend and generally just showing off some snacks that I truly love and eat all the time. besides the shrimp. Those are special. I swear. I will see you all in the next vlog.